Hello, everyone, and welcome on in to Rome's Reality Podcast. We are here yet again to break down episode 2 of Survivor 49. It just happened about 4 days ago, but we're going to be breaking it down today as best we can. Yet again, it's myself, Rome. I also got Kevin and Jake alongside me. Kevin, how you doing, man?
I am good, brother. I am good.
All right, Jake.
Here once again.
Jake, man, what's the vibes like? How you doing, bro?
The vibes are good. I feel like I'm on the Uli tribe.
Bruh, the vibes aren't good, my guy. They're immaculate.
The vibes
are immaculate over here.
Oh, for sure. And that's so fire. We all think that, too. That's so fire.
Super fire. Super
It's so cinema.
Fire. It's cinema. It's cinema. That is true.
Oh, man. All right, so let's go ahead and break this thing down. Before we do that, I just want to say shout out to everyone that tuned into our first episode. Obviously, if you're tuning in for the first time to episode number 2, we appreciate you. Definitely some funny moments and some gems in that first episode. We think you guys would probably like a ton. But regardless, also we want to thank you to anyone that has joined the Discord so far. To everyone out there, if you guys want to go ahead and join the Discord, that way you guys can be a part of the community. You guys can ask us any questions you guys want us to answer on the show, things like that. That's where we'll be doing, the fan questions, because we'll be doing a fan segment at the end of each show. And yeah, we'll be able to get to some of the questions that you guys have for us. So if you want to be able to interact with us, ask us questions in the Discord, ask us questions that we could put on the show. If things go down to the community you want us to talk about, go ahead and drop it in the Discord. And we'll talk about it, and we'll just have a good time breaking down things week by week in the world of reality TV. And, speaking of week by week, right now it is week 2, which is day number 4 in the game. Let's see, day number 4, and we've got the Kella tribe that we're going to be starting off with. They are struggling. They don't have fire. They don't have flint. They don't have a pot. They don't have a machete. They aren't able to do much. They haven't won. They had to go to tribal and vote out somebody, and Annie already is trying to get people to flip on Jake.
She said,
Care for this.
we got nothing but a dude that could win it all, so we got to get rid of him today.
At 17th, he gotta go.
In her defense, the end game is only 25 days away. Thinking ahead.
Yep. She said, listen, his story is too good. We got to take him out now. Have we won anything? No. Has he been our best player? Yes. Has he been the strength? Also, yes.
Should we get rid of him? Hell yes.
Also, yes. Also, yes. Who's with me? Who's with me?
And there's no one.
Well, no. Shouts to all of them being like, we're all in. And then looking at the camera, office style, and saying, we're not in.
Listen, I'll say this. If my Survivor experience taught me anything, if everyone is replying to whatever you say with, oh yeah, sure, that's not happening.
They're not doing it. They're not doing it. Yeah.
They're not doing it. The thing is, people on Survivor, nobody likes being told what to do. I don't care if you're I don't care who you are. Anyone that makes it through casting,
Rome.
Nobody likes being told what to do when it comes to
forget Survivor. People in life don't want to just be told what to do.
Exactly. So if you're going around telling people what a vote is, and they're just like, yeah, I'm down. Yeah, sure. Yeah. There is no way that is happening. All right. That is no. Oh man. But that's what we got here. We got Annie, trying to get people to flip on Jake, and essentially it not working. Like, it shows very quickly that it's not working. It, like you said, it shows confessionals with Alex and Sophie essentially being like, look, we're not flipping on Jake. Like, she's a sailboat in the water by herself, and they're
even better, all three. She tells all 3 of them, and all 3 of them just go back and tell Jake, and Jake's like, bet. Which shows that how locked in they are with not doing this.
His response was like, oh, cool, awesome. All right, time to work, man. Let's go. Time to get her. Like, it's just so casual. You could definitely see they're extremely tight. And yeah, the writing is kind of already on the wall for Annie off the rip with this first scene, and that was before we even got their intros. So that was pretty interesting. And then when it cuts to the Uli tribe, it shows Savannah, finding the crab, which they're able to eat. It shows Shannon praying over the crab before they eat it, you know, showing that nice middle ground that you can have with, you know, people that don't like killing animals and people that seafood and that's it when they look at a crab, you know.
Yeah.
It is a nice middle ground they showed. And you can just see that Nate feels so out of place with the way that they're talking, you know, talking about things being fire, the riz that the people's got, the immaculate vibes that are going around the tribes, the aura that everyone's feeling about the tribe. Like, you can tell Nate is like, what does this mean? He even said, I know that the old heads probably thought that what I used to say rad, that was, you know, out of place and, you know, like some new school stuff and things like that. I have no idea what these kids are talking about, right? So what are your thoughts about this, Jake? What are your thoughts about this?
As a young person, I love to hear all of this Zoomer chatter on my TV. It makes me feel so young and represented. As a fellow person who's born in the early 2000s, is that right?
Interesting.
You tell us.
Mm-hmm.
How old are you? Just so the viewers can know.
I am 34 years old. I'm 34 years old.
That is not born in the 2000s. I'm 34 years old. wait a second.
Yeah, that's not how math works.
I'm Zoomer. I'm cinema.
That's that new math. So, like for myself, I was born in '88. I'm 30. I'm 37, right? So, this past weekend, I was talking to my buddy who he has like a teenage daughter, and we were talking about some of this language before, because I was thinking about this episode. They're not Survivor fans, but I was thinking about this episode. He was talking about how he doesn't understand like half the words she's saying, but like he was talking about how his daughter doesn't understand half the words she's saying. But a lot of the words are derivative of, you know, English words. Like, for instance, Riz is short for charisma. But then he said, do you know what charisma is? And she said, no. And then he had to explain what charisma was. She's like, oh, so like Riz. And she's like, well, technically, yes. Like, that is what that would be based on what you're using it as, you know. And then he said the same thing with like sus. Do you know what suspicious means? And she's like, no. And he's like, this is what suspicious means.
But she knew what sus.
Okay, but sus. She knows what sus means.
Wow.
Sus is just short for suspicious. And she said, oh. And it was like, I told him, I said, you do understand what she's saying, but you're hearing all the shortened words. But I understand the long words because I realize that they're just speaking in basically shorthand. That's all kids are speaking in nowadays. They just don't know. They don't know the long words. They don't know the full language.
Oh man, that is so wild.
It's crazy. So when Nate's trying to keep up, when he's like fire, I'm like, okay, that's great. When Rizgod said, I'm cooked. If it's a puzzle, I'm cooked. I'm like, that means it's not good. But then later on he said, you're cooking. That if you're cooking,
that's good.
That means you're killing them.
Yeah,
you're frying them up.
But
if you're cooking,
if you're getting cooked.
Yeah, correct. Yes. If you're the one that's getting cooked, that's not good. If you're the one doing the cooking, you're doing great.
Yeah, Chef Harden.
I mean, that's basic logic.
Doing the cooking. Chef Curry with the pot.
Exactly. And so the language is easy if you just understand the English language, because a lot of it is just shorthand.
That is true. That is true.
There you go, Nate. If you're listening to this, I got you, dog.
Nate, I understand where you're coming from, but also I would definitely be able to vibe with this group. Just because, like, I obviously come from the gaming community, so, like, being a long time...
They're using a lot of shorthand. Yeah, they're using a lot of shorthand,
It's all shorthand with pretty much everything.
Yeah, so it's just internet language.
Yeah, it's just internet talk. So it's cool. It's cool. It's not something that I use in my everyday talk anymore because I'm over 30. But like, you know, I definitely,
I'm an adult.
I definitely know I'm an adult, but I know what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still know what they're saying or like how they're using it. Like, I know what they mean. So I can definitely vibe with it. It just, you know, it just probably wouldn't be coming out my mouth too much. But But we see that Savannah allies with Rizzo, Nate, and Shannon, right? She gets like a group of 4, and she's like, I really like this 4. I feel solid about this 4. And then it cuts to... Then on the other side, it cuts to the Hina tribe. Like, it kind of breaks down the alliances a little bit, I feel like, in this scenario that hadn't been shown yet. Because it cuts to the Hina tribe, and it shows that Matt allies with Steven and Christina. Then it shows that Matt tells MC, hey, me and Steven and Christina got a thing as 3. You could be our 4th. And he tells her outright, you could be our 4th. Now, Jake, when you saw this, what were your thoughts about Matt's approach to MC, telling her she can be the 4th?
I was more impressed with MC's approach to this. She was like, yeah, I'll accept anybody wanting to be in an alliance with me. Yeah, why wouldn't you? That's a great approach to be playing Survivor with. Like, I don't think being 4th, like we were talking about it last episode, being 4th in 4 doesn't really matter, because how long are you going to be in 4? Eventually it's going to have to be 3 and 2 and 1, you know? Isn't that the game?
Yeah.
So I think MC did a great job with this.
I have to agree. MC taking this information and being like, I don't trust Matt anyway, but I'm in. But the person you went out, I like. Cool. I'm gonna take this information. I'm gonna use it to my advantage.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I think it was bold for Matt to do it, but like you said, MC handled it really well. I don't like the fact that she went to Sophie and told Sophie that they were planning on voting her out if they lost, like that Sophie was the plan right now, because they haven't went to tribal yet, right? Like, there's no trust lines that have been drawn, so that could have just been something MC kept to herself. She didn't need to tell Sophie yet, because there's literally no reason to, in my head.
Okay, but like, this is my thought though, right? If I'm trying to bring in Sophie, right? If I tell you at the time that you're in danger, how do I know that it's real? But if I tell you when you're not in danger, and I'm saying, let's start working on the plan, like, you're aware now, so like, let's start working on the plan, so that way, if that time arises, we've already have something in place. But it shows that I want to work with you long term.
But that's what I don't get, is she already knows that half the island is against her. Matt, Steven, and Christina have a 3. She's the 4th. So when it comes to what can we do to keep Sophie, is only us 3 against them 3 at the end of if those 3 are together. So why would I not go with those 3 and be their 4th? Like, why?
I think.
But wouldn't you rather be a number 4 and 4 than a 3 and 3?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'd rather be a 4 and 4 than a 3 and 3.
Well, because I think MC feels like she probably has a decent relationship with like Christina. I think because Christina said that she wanted to pull an MC because she had a good relationship with Christina. So I think that MC thinks she can grab Christina and pull her over to be a part of their 4.
I can see that.
I thought it was funny that Sophie was surprised that she was on the outs after she's been like talking about poop and stuff like that.
Rome, I was surprised that Sophie was on the episode. Because I didn't even know she was in the show. I was like, who's this?
It has been hard to keep up with certain people just because certain people on this season in particular look alike. There's also 2 Sophies.
Two people who have the exact same name.
Oh, like,
it just feels like, did production not think about that when putting tribes together?
Like, it was like too late. Like, it was like, well, it already, shoot, we got it, guys. We already called and told people no, we can't. We called both Sophie.
They already used up all their alternates, so
imagine they were like, hey, give Sophie the call. She's on the season. They call it Sophie. You're on the season. Wait, you called Sophie it's the wrong Sophie. You called the we gotta call the other Sophie now. We gotta.
No, we can't take it back now.
We got.
But we really need this other Sophie on here too. We really
need the other one.
And that's the thing. I don't even think it was this Sophie. I think it was Sage that was talking about poop. This Sophie, I didn't even remember seeing her ever. This Sophie like showed up when MC was like, "Girl, they want you out. Like, we gotta look out for you." I'm like, who this? Who this?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm getting
So that's just
Sophie and
early
Sage
season.
confused, I apologize. I also know one of y'all are my alternate. I apologize. I don't I don't know which.
Don't know which one it is. That's what I'm saying. I was like, I don't even know who this is.
I need one of these.
I don't
tribes
even know who
to lose.
this is.
Realistically, one of these tribes needs to go to tribal, and so I can get a real.
Well, the worst part, this happens, and then we don't see Hina again. That's it.
That is true. That was it. Yeah, that was it with Hina. Then we go to the Kella, and the shoe bandit is back. Jake
said, hey, I heard you wanted me out. You know what I'm gonna do when you want me out?
I'm gonna move your shoe.
Hiding the shoe. Hiding the shoe. Jake, what do you have to say about hiding the shoe, dog?
Again, I said it last time. It's funny. It's funny to me. I don't care if it's funny to anybody else. It's funny to see people's toes. Did you even see Survivor 45?
So, do you just hide the shoes, Jake, if you feel like you're gonna? Is this a sign that you're gonna vote them out?
Oh, that would be really clever. No, it's there's no rhyme or reason to it other than randomness and to make myself chuckle.
You yourself being
This is not like a
49.
Yeah,
That's right. The Canadian from season 49. That's me.
He's the Canadian. That's him.
Oh my gosh. I mean, listen,
That's the bit.
I can understand it. It worked yesterday. The person that you hid their shoe, that you got them out. You know, this person wants you out, so you little get back. You hide their shoe, okay. But what happens if they don't find it before the challenge? Like, you just gonna be at a handicap because your teammate don't have a shoe now? Like,
maybe that's why Kelly is losing so much. People are constantly missing their shoes.
I think what you do is everyone looks. I'm using air quotes right here. Everyone looks, and then Jake, I think I found it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no spoilers, but stay tuned.
So after Kella with the shoe bandit situation, you know, it's just another typical shoe bandit situation. Uli, we go to the Red Tribe, and you know, people are suspicious of Jawan, you know, walking around looking for idols, because he's literally carrying around his whole bag, while walking.
No,
around.
not his bag.
Oh, not his bag.
Not his bag.
Savannah's bag, and putting sticks in it, dirty sticks with insects crawling all over it. He's putting them in his bag, looking like Mowgli in the Jungle Book. And I don't know how you accidentally grab someone else's bag. They got your initials on it. Like it's kind of hard. What I'm assuming happened realistically is he didn't want to use his own bag and just saw an empty bag and just used somebody's bag.
Okay, so it's not easy to grab someone else's bag? I mean, I made sure, like, I triple checked. I put like an extra knot in my whatever you call it, satchel, whatever the part is.
The strap.
Yeah, the strap. I just tied a random knot in it. That way people knew, like, this one with the random knot in his mind. That way, like, without looking for the initials, you could see that it's, like, not your bag. Like, I got a giant knot in it. Just because it made it easier to carry, too, because the strap was so long that it made, like, the bag almost drag on the ground because I'm short, so like I had to like tighten it up to make it like a backpack. So
right, that makes sense.
Yeah, short people things. But yeah, so I don't know. I think that he might have just not wanted to use his own bag and just did it, because even when like Savannah but when Savannah was like, "Did you use my bag?" He was standing right next to her, staring at it, and said, yeah, I was just about to tell you. Dang, did I? My bad. Like."
No, he seems so sincere. He seems sincere.
No, not.
You don't think this is funny?
You thought hiding shoes was funny. You're not a judge.
I tell you, we do it all the time in Canada.
I think it would have been funny, but the fact that he knew Savannah doesn't like insects, like that was clearly a part of it. Like he was like, so clearly Savannah has made it clear that, you know, even though she's in a jungle, she doesn't like insects, you know. But I understand having it in your bag. That's your one clean place. Like that's your home. Literally, your bag is like your safe space. You know what I'm saying? Like unless someone wants to go through it, but that's like it's supposed to be yours. You know, to keep. It's supposed to be clean. Like no one's supposed to dirty it up. Like I understand that. I understand the possessiveness over the bag, especially when that's like all you have at the start of the game. You know,
That's why I think it was a mistake.
it could have been a mistake. It might have been. I don't think Jawan
It felt
is
genuine.
to purposefully frustrate his tribe, but
Not with these vibes.
yeah,
Not with these immaculate vibes.
not with these. These vibes are too immaculate. You wouldn't want to mess that up.
They're so fire. With these such fire vibes, no.
So people think that he's looking for idols. Not only that, he also uses Savannah's bag. So double whammy to piss off your tribe with that one. And then we got boats pulling up, and this is the part that I had a good time with: the journey. First journey in Survivor. Now you can hear the talk. Everyone thinks that there's a chance that they might lose their vote, so people are kind of hesitant to go. But they actually switched it up this time. And it wasn't a situation where the losers lose their vote this time. So, shout out to all the seasons before this that had to go on journeys and lose their votes to dice games or reach their hand in a bag to grab a scroll and hope it's the right one, or all the other interesting games that have been played in Survivor New Era for losing your vote. We're done with that, I guess. So, we're done with losing our votes, at least for now. So, no lost votes through 2 episodes, which is, I'll say, a win for the show.
Psych.
Good move.
If you win this thing, you get to make a decision, like
yeah.
stealing someone's vote.
Forgot about that. So you could have lost. Okay, all right. I guess you could have someone could have lost their vote, but at the end of the day, they didn't. Right? No one lost their vote. He
Correct.
ended up. Okay, there was a couple things I want to point out with this. One, what do you think about no one teaming up with anyone in this challenge?
Bruh, that was the craziest thing, right? When I see this, the moment I look at this, I don't know why Matt and Jawan don't go, hey man, Jake's a beast. Why don't we just take him out?
Exactly. I agree.
And I don't even have to say it. I just start shooting Jake's, and then Jawan should start shooting Jake's.
All you
And
gotta
then if
say
we
is,
just keep shooting Jake's,
I won't shoot it in yours if you don't shoot it in mine, and just keep shooting it, Matt.
I don't even have to
Jake.
say that. I just say, I think I'm gonna shoot in Jake's.
Yeah, because if someone tells me I'm shooting in Jake's, I guess I am too. Like, sorry, Jake. Like,
I just said it aloud.
it's not a bad idea. Jake, what do you think about this?
I don't
From
appreciate
Matt
being
Survivor
targeted.
49.
Of course you don't, right? But
Excuse
if I said I'm shooting in Jake's, Rome, what are you gonna say?
I'm not going to say nothing. I'm just going to start shooting at Jake's too.
You're correct, right?
Yeah,
It's,
of course.
like Jake-
What else are you gonna do?
that's a final 2 deal.
Right, that's what it sounds like to me. And then I then follow up my words with my actions by shooting in Jake's. So then Jake is gonna shoot in mine first,
Yeah.
which opens up the door for you, Rome, because I declared aloud that I'm shooting in Jake's.
Yeah.
So Jake is going to go after me first. So you follow suit. You have a head start. Now I do need to be faster because I know I need to make up once Jake's drops. I probably have a 4 to 5 coconut deficit because at that point Jake would have shot in mines 4 to 5 times. But if we can take Jake out first, it helps set me up. So I thought that was very interesting that they all three did like a 3-man weave and just alternated.
Yeah, so my other question was, and this probably comes down to the rules, but like I'm definitely, when it comes to challenges, like and Jeff says he wants people to try to like break the challenges, like rules wise. Like he wants you to find a way around things, right? Like Pinner gets a ton of praise for, getting all the bags in the mud, like finding all of them for his tribe and putting them all in the corner, right? And then just taking the one that he was supposed to take, right? Like, and it saved his tribe a lot of time in the end run. Things like that. They like people doing stuff like that. So I'm sitting here wondering, why are you not just rolling the coconuts from the giant pile to your area? Like roll like 10, 20 coconuts there and then just stand there so you can get the same rhythm, so you can get the same feel for your shot, because all you're doing is shooting baskets at this point, and just start shooting threes from your spot with a giant pile next to you instead of running back and forth each coconut. I feel like that was so much wasted energy.
Do you think there was a rule the producers told them against doing that.
Like
you
you
have
can
to
only grab one
make this
coconut.
trek every time.
Well, that's the thing. If
Yeah.
they said you can only do one coconut at a time, I would have just shot from the pile. I would never have moved. I would have gotten the same rhythm and just shot from the pile. If I waste every coconut, guess what? Nobody's thing's dropping. We got to reset it anyway. So missing a ton doesn't really matter. Like, I'm just going to start launching from there. Like, I'm not going to run back and forth and do all that stuff. I'm just going to shoot a 3 instead of a free throw. Because it wasn't that far from the pile to where they were shooting it. So realistically, if you had a decent shot, you didn't need to run back and forth. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't think Matt plays basketball just from talking based off his confessionals, you know?
Optics. You know what it is.
Optics. That's it. I don't think Matt's pulling up to the rec league, all right? Jake, he said he plays hockey. He doesn't play basketball, so he don't play and then Jawan, I'm not going to assume he's played basketball in his life, but I'm sure he shot a bit.
Also, optics.
Optics. Optics. Jawan
Also
wins the basketball
optics.
challenge. So
And then, no surprise, due to optics, Jawan wins the basketball challenge. Not just does he win, he shoots the last one into Jake's and says, "Sorry, Jake," as it drops. Or sorry, Matt, as it drops. Like
right. Oh man.
That's good.
Yeah. So Jawan wins the basketball challenge, and I thought it was interesting. There was no talk of alliances, no talk of anything. All that there was, all right, bro, see you at the merge from Jake. That was it. He just said, see you at the merge. And they dapped him up and he dipped, and they dipped. Him and Matt walked down the path.
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting because it's like, was there no talk? Was there a talk and we just missed it and it just wasn't relevant to the story? Or like, did something more happen there? Because to go on a journey, have that much time alone with someone and to not bring up at all an alliance is kind of, or even like just anything, like what's your guys' tribe dynamics? Like we didn't get any of that really, right? We just got them showing up and doing the challenge and leaving. So I want to know if there was more things there, but obviously if there is, it's not important to the story.
I doubt it, though, because all three of these guys are like tribe strong guys.
I don't know. The first thing you ask is, how's your tribe going or what's going on at your tribe? Like, that's the first thing you ask.
But, like, for instance, Jake is tribe strong. My 4 people, we're going to be good. We're getting rid of Annie. If we lose, it doesn't matter. You got Jawan, who thinks he's on the inside. He's got 4. He's good to go. And then you got Matt, who's got a foursome, and he's good to go too.
So because they all feel comfortable, they didn't feel a need to talk about it.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
So now we got the next situation. Because
go ahead.
I do want to get to this. Jawan wins the basketball challenge, and he then has the option to steal the vote of Jake or Matt, or to give another tribe a disadvantage at the upcoming immunity challenge. So essentially, Jawan is given a choice. Piss off one person, or piss off an entire tribe.
Well, I think he is seen as selfish if he takes the vote, no matter what. He's seen as selfish from everyone. If he gives the disadvantage to an opposing tribe, at least his tribe is like thankful. That's what would go through my head anyway.
So what went through my head was they don't need to know that there was an option. Take the steal a vote, go back to your tribe, say I won the challenge. I got to steal a vote. And I had to steal one of their votes, so I stole this person's vote. Literally no one in the game has to know that you had a chance to give a whole tribe a disadvantage unless you want to tell people.
Wait, so you would rather tell them you have a steal a vote?
Yes, I would rather say, hey guys, I won the challenge and I have an extra vote. Because all it
You're
is an
suggesting
extra
people
vote.
steal or lie on Survivor?
Yeah, lie on Survivor. It's a concept. It's wild.
But that's such a baby lie.
It's a baby lie that matters. Because listen, if you come back from the challenge and are like, all right, I had to steal someone's vote and I have an extra vote for our first tribal, that makes it a lot easier to want to work with that person for the first tribal, knowing that they have 2 votes. Like you don't working against someone with 2 votes is very hard. We saw that happen on my season. Like I came back from the journey, I had the steal a vote, and what did Teeny say? Because of all the advantages that Rome has, it makes it way easier to work with him right now than it does to work with Asia. And what happened?
But there's a
Asia
group
went
of
home.
4. there's a group of 4 working against Jawan and one other person. So
Yes,
a single
which means
steal a vote doesn't matter.
an extra
so
vote
I
still
think
can matter because that's 3 on 4, and all you need is one person to flip or one vote to go awry.
so. I think I come back. I think I take the steal a vote, like you said, and I probably take Matt's because the person finds out when they get the tribal, which is chef's kiss.
Yeah, that is true.
They don't know before.
They won't even know. So like literally, you can.
Yeah, they show up and then they're like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah, and I don't even think they'll know like who did it either. Like I don't even think they'll know
Yeah.
like that he stole a vote. He could literally just say, "I got an extra vote. That's what I earned." He doesn't even have to say he
And
stole
then-
the vote of Jake or Matt. He could just walk back with the parchment and be like, "I got an extra vote, guys." Like
I wouldn't even say that. I would say that there was the challenge, there was the baskets, and I lost.
oh, you just straight up lie. Just
Yeah.
I would
Why
do
would
that
I
because
not?
the word will get back to your tribe that you won it. Because eventually at the merge, people are going to be like, "Oh, he said he lost it. He told us all he lost." So you can't lie.
Then I'll deal with it then. Then I'll deal with it then. Yeah. Because like right now, if I have an extra vote, it's much more important for me to have that extra vote, and they don't know that I have that extra vote. It is much more important for me to have that extra vote than for them to know that I have the extra vote, because they make a game plan around the extra vote. If they don't know I have the extra vote, they can't game plan around it.
That is true. That is true. I just think that there's
And
ways
so-
that this could come back to bite him.
Oh, it could 100%. But like, that's the thing, is that I need to play with the cards that are in front of me. You know what I'm saying? And so the cards in front of me is that I know about this extra vote. Not even the other 2 guys know about the extra vote. Like, they don't even know about the extra vote. So I'm just going to say that I played in the comp and I lost.
I just think that once the merge hits and that lie gets exposed, the worst thing you want to do is think you could trust somebody for like 10 days, and then all of a sudden at the merge, someone tells you, "Oh, they lied about this. They actually probably have something." And then you're like, "Wait, now they're a threat." So that's like a really, I don't know. I think there's more. I would never do it just because it could come back to bite you when it matters the most. And because an extra vote at the merge means nothing when there's 13 people voting. So,
I mean, I'll probably tell the person that I think I could trust.
but
I already think it's weird that you guys all come together and like explain everything that happened on the journey.
I mean, listen,
I think that's
I broke it down for Jeff on his seat why you can't give the amulets to 3 people. Like that'll never work. Like I broke it down why. Like everyone tells everyone what happens on journeys because everyone knows eventually everyone's gonna meet up with everyone and verify it. So like you can't lie. That's why I say you can't lie about who wins it. Like that'll put you in the liar category. And once people think you're a liar in the game, they just vote you out or they can't trust you, and they won't vote for you to win the million.
everyone's lying.
It
What?
matters how you lie. Everyone is lying. It matters how you lie and who you lie to. If you lie to your entire tribe pre-merge, get to the merge, your entire tribe finds out. Now all of a sudden you have no allies unless you're making new ones.
But that's the thing. I'm not lying to the entire tribe. I'm lying to them collectively, but I'm going to tell the people that I trust the truth.
So you're half keeping it a secret.
Yeah, no, all right. I'm going to lie to the people in public forum.
Okay. I mean, that's what I did.
And
That's
then
what I
the-
did when I got back.
Yeah. I'm going to lie to the people in the public forum, but then the people that I'm working with,
Yeah. I mean, I did the
I'm
same
going to
thing.
tell them the truth.
I did the
Yeah.
exact same
That's what you would do. In public forum, though, I'm going to lie and say that I lost the challenge.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I didn't
but
have
you
to
build
make up-
trust with people.
I didn't have to say that I lost a challenge. That's what made it easier, is that they couldn't verify what I got in the bag, right? Like the other two people didn't know if I got an advantage or not. So that's the only reason why I knew I could lie to everyone and say that I didn't get anything, because even if we get to a merge, like they would have no idea. We went down different paths. They have I have no idea what Annika got. I had no idea what Kyle got. I didn't know they did
Right.
anything, right? So like that's where it comes to like you can lie about it. But with this, they're all playing a game together. That can get verified. So I think if it's a journey where things can get verified, like the amulets or this one, you have to at least say who won. You can't lie about that, or else it sets you up for failure.
So either I say that I got nothing, or I come up with a different thing that I could have done. I could have did a tribe swap. I had the power to do a tribe swap. I had the power to give someone else food, or like I would have come up with something that I did not do.
Okay. What about you, Jake? What do you think about this?
I'm just thinking about the hypothetical tribe swap now. Imagine a journey where you can just mutiny and never come back to your own tribe. That could be a fun twist.
That would be. I mean, it looks like we already know with, Kella losing the immunity challenge in episode 2 as well. That's the thing. If you lose 2 in a row, the third immunity challenge is designed for 5 people. So anytime if you lose the first 2, it's a guaranteed tribe swap because they physically designed the game for 5 people at the third one. That's why you can kind of dictate the game if you lose the first tribe, if you lose the first immunity challenge in the new era, and like you don't want to be on your tribe anymore. As long as you're good to go for another vote, lose the next one, and then you get a tribe swap. It's kind of sucks, but it's very true. It's one of those situations where like if you can kind of control a vote, or if you're in a situation where you're good to go, going to tribal isn't the worst thing, especially if a merge is coming or a swap's coming or things like that, because it lets you dictate the game more. Like, which might sound crazy, but if you win that second immunity challenge and you can't stand your tribe, you're stuck with them for another 6 days, guaranteed.
See, and that's why I think that, I mean, that would have been a great idea. Then I would have said that I could have forced a tribe swap, but I said no, of course not. I want to be with you guys.
Yeah.
I just feel like going to tribal council at any point is a bad idea.
I don't know. I think it's definitely an interesting aspect to know that if you lose the first one and you lose the second one, like you're guaranteed to get a swap, just because like you can't do a challenge with 4 people that's designed for 5. Like that's never going to be a thing. So
right.
What if they? I'm just spitballing. What if they didn't have a 3 tribe format for a season? Is that maybe a good idea?
Is that a thing? No 3 tribe formats? Do they do that on Survivor?
Could they maybe do that? It's been a while since we saw something that wasn't 3 tribes. If we keep running into the same issues, I'm just saying, maybe it's time for to switch something up, Jeffrey.
Well, I mean, season 50, they got 3 tribes of 8, so I mean, it's essentially the same.
Yeah.
But I mean, if somebody ends up losing back to back, yeah, they have to do a swap because the challenge will be set up for 7 people. You know what I'm saying? So like, if it's you're only supposed to have 1 sit out each team, you're never supposed to have 2 sit outs. Like, you ever notice that? Like, when's the last time has Jeff ever said, this tribe, we need 2 people to sit out from the like? When was the last time?
I feel like it's been a while.
It's been a while.
Always make sure it's skewed to be 1, right? So no matter what, they're never going to have a situation, as far as I'm concerned, the new era and all the correctors, the well actuallys. That's what I'll call you guys. The well actuallys in the comments. You guys can correct me and let me know if I'm wrong, but I don't think that's happened in the new era ever. Where 2
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
In the tribal portion of the game, because they were winning so much. Like I don't think that's ever happened. Did that happen with Yanu?
I have to go back and.
Not sure.
I feel like it might have happened.
Could be wrong.
Just because they lost the first 2 immunity challenges, but then they had the random medevac, so they were fine, and then they went to the next one. Yeah, so they were. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So as long as you, Yeah, I mean, I think it definitely, you can dictate it, but I don't know if there was anyone that's lost multiple in a row and then there hasn't been a swap immediately after 2 challenges. But yeah, I mean, we can keep moving, but regardless, Jawan won a little bit of favor with his tribe, you can say. By coming back and saying that he got the disadvantage. Like, he just told the straight up truth, which is honestly the easiest thing to do on journeys, is to come back and tell the truth, because you don't have to fake anything, you don't have to act anything, you can answer every question, everything, all the stories will match up. There's a lot of positives with just outright telling the straight up truth. And he told his entire tribe that, and it shows a confessional of Savannah essentially being like, well, now that he did show that he's for the tribe. Maybe this is somebody I could work with, So Savannah,
Well,
even though she has
that's the thing, though.
she's keeping her option.
By taking the tribe option, you can tell the entire truth.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, by taking that's what I was sitting there thinking. By taking the tribe option, 100%, 100%, 100%.
I mean, do you think this was smart, Jake?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's still the team portion of the game. Like I feel like you got to go with the team.
Okay. All right. I mean, I'm not mad at that. I don't know. I feel like when it's tribes of 6, you're literally playing once you go to tribal like it's the final 6 of Survivor. Like that is a hard vote to maneuver. So having an extra vote is a massive, massive thing. Having an idol is a massive, massive thing. So that's why I think taking the advantage would be better. But we're clearly split on that, but that's why we got a podcast about it. So listen, then speaking of idols, we go to Kella and Alex finds the idol with Jake. The boys, the bromance, they got the idol in their pocket. They at least find the beware advantage.
The fact that they found it together, and he's like, bro, it's right here. I was like, oh, they're locked in.
Facts. He didn't try to hide it. He just openly.
Because he finds it. He looks at Jake and is like, my boy.
I like the two of them together. I think they're going to go far together. I'm hoping.
Yeah, I think they're definitely locked in for sure. And I don't know where Sophie's going to fall in with this plot with them 3, but I think that those 3 definitely have a good chance to make it far in the game. If they can avoid getting completely decimated as a tribe pre-merge, I think that they have a good chance just because it seems like those 3 are pretty tight. And then we cut to the immunity challenge, all right? So pretty much on the mat, Jeff iterates out how hot it is. I guess this is one of the hottest seasons of Survivor that they've had in a long time. And I will say, as somebody that's been out there in that Fiji heat with all the humidity on top of the 110-degree weather, it is very real. Like, that heat is no joke. And the fact that he's saying this season was even hotter, it's insane. Like, I know that...
That's crazy.
I know that Andy... in the very first immunity challenge, everyone remembers Andy's classic moment when he had his situation, where I gave him all, Jeff. You know what I'm saying? And he had his heat situation, and they had to put the ice blanket over him. Literally, we were standing in the sun because we were done with that immunity challenge like 30 minutes before the next tribe finished, right? So we were just standing baking on the mat, just standing there. I literally, after the challenge, we went around the corner and, it was all off camera, but I started to feel my lips started to shake. And I was like, I didn't know what was going on, but I felt my lips started to shake and then my toes started to shake. I could feel them, they felt like they were shivering, right? But it's, super hot out. So I was confused, and I asked one of the producers, I was like, I don't know what's wrong, but something's going on. My toes are shaking, my lips are shaking. I've never felt this in my life. And they were like, all right, go see medical real quick. So I went and saw medical. They were like, yeah, you're overheating. So they sat me down. They took out that same ice blanket that they had for Andy. And, I was literally starting to breathe super heavy. I could feel my body overheating. And they were like, you just got to calm your body down. So there was no special treatment, anything. They literally just put that dirty ice blanket over my shoulders and told me to sit on the ground for a few minutes and breathe heavily until normalize my breathing. And I did that for about 5 minutes. And the shaking in my lips went away, and then they said, "All right, get back in there with your tribe, get back in the tent." So it was right back to business. So it is definitely, when I say it is hot, the fact that it's even hotter than it was when I was out there, these people are in some extreme heat. I live in Phoenix, Arizona, and I will tell you, Fiji was hotter. It is no joke out there. So props to these people for even getting through these challenges in that much heat, without passing out, because it is no joke. You can really overheat out there in Fiji.
Thanks.
It looks hot. It looks hot.
Yeah. So we see the heat kind of come into effect because Kella gets to the end of the challenge. They get to the puzzle. But they don't get much done of the puzzle at all. And I saw, I typed my name in on Reddit after the second episode, and I saw my name quite a bit, and I was like, oh, they're talking about me. Why? The puzzle situation. So apparently, because I had the worst puzzle performance in Survivor history, I guess every time someone does bad on a puzzle, they're going to be referencing that from now on. So they get there. Sophie isn't able to do much. I forgot who she was with, but clearly the heat is getting to her. She's having some brain farts. She's not able to get the puzzle. They only get a couple of pieces, and they lose. And yet again, they find themselves going to tribal. Now, what did you think about this whole challenge situation and them getting to the puzzle first and not being able to get pretty much almost anything on it, Jake?
I mean, this is what we were talking about before. This is just another disaster tribe. If this is what we want with this new era, great news. We got it. I was upset for them, I guess, because didn't they have the disadvantage too?
No, the yellow
tribe. They gave the disadvantage. I mean,
the red tribe gave the yellow tribe the disadvantage, so the blue tribe had.
Oh, is that what it was? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm misremembering then.
Yeah, it was Jawan that won the basketball challenge. Remember?
You expect me to remember who's on what tribe? Yeah, I think you should be able to beat somebody who has such a disadvantage. And then to get to the puzzle first.
Hold on. I got to say something, because there's a couple things about this disadvantage. One, that had nothing to do with the challenge. I'm sorry. That 20 pounds, that's like carrying a school backpack, and none of the things that they had to do were directly involved with holding. They literally were on the ground digging up the ladder, with the coconuts resting on the ground. They weren't even holding. You know what I'm saying? None of the challenge really had to deal with the coconuts being on your bag. Climbing up the ladder to unlock the key. Okay.
They should have held on to them even running up the ramp, you're saying?
Yes, once you got to the ramp, that was the one part. That was the one part in the challenge where you actually were at a disadvantage having the coconuts on your back, and they were able to drop them right before it. I'm there was literally no disadvantage. Made sense there. I was so confused.
Bruh, I thought the moment that they didn't have to use them going up that steep thing, I was like, oh, they don't really have a disadvantage after all.
Yeah, should have taken an extra vote. Yeah, should have taken an extra vote now, huh?
Yep.
And I'm sure Jawan was regretting it, seeing them win anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because they came in first. Not only did they win, they came in first with the disadvantage.
Yep.
You did that for nothing. You just pissed off those 6 people for nothing. Now they're all going to remember you low-key took a shot at us. And they even said, we're taking it like a shot. So,
yep.
This is why certain times it pays to be selfish. And I think Jawan should have been selfish and taken the extra vote.
That's what I'm saying. I told you. I knew it would take some time, but I'm glad you guys are back.
So, Jake, 2020 hindsight, do you think that he made the right decision, or do you think that...
No, because it's going to get back to him. It's going to get back to him if anybody finds out, because what's to stop anybody from going on a future journey with somebody else from his tribe and corroborating or not his story? Look out for your tribe in the pre-merge.
Always. I think you're right, though. I think you come up with a different answer. I think the tribe swap that you didn't do, or some other thing that you decided not to do, is the answer. You won, but you opted to not do something else. Eva style.
Eva style. I had to think about that reference.
You know what I'm saying? That's what you do. You say, I could have done this thing, but I wanted to keep the tribe strong, so I didn't do it, even though I won. And nobody lost their vote, and everybody's good to go.
Yeah. I mean, that like I said, I don't know. I just see it you should have taken the advantage. It ended up in the long run not affecting the tribe at all. It just was a reminder that you took a shot at their tribe. So hopefully, if you do get swapped, Jawan, there's nothing crazy going to happen where you end up with 5 yellows. Because if you end up with 5 hyenas, see ya, So or 4 Hinas, I guess. I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess it would be interesting to see exactly how we kind of got to wait till next episode really to see how it'll play out in actuality, I guess. Just because like yeah, I'm assuming after two losses there's going to be a swap just cuz like the challenge is designed for 5, but if for whatever reason they don't, they're like, "Hey, 2 people are sitting out of each round." I guess that'll happen too. So that could happen too.
I like that there's a little rivalry brewing between Red and Uli and Hina. I like that there's a little rivalry brewing while like Keeley is just trying to figure it out themselves.
Yeah. Now Hina and Uli did win fishing gear in this challenge, in the immunity challenge.
Yeah.
So, but also we don't get anything from either tribe after this, right? Like it goes straight to Blue Tribe from after this. So we have no idea if they took that fishing gear and went into the ocean. And that is the one thing is that they don't, if it's not relevant to the story, they're not going to show it, right? Like if they go out there and tried to catch fish in the afternoon, but no one caught anything, then they might not show it. Or like if they catch one fish, but Alex and Jake figuring out the idol situation pre-tribal was more important, they might not show it, right? Like, I don't know if that's ever going to come into play with fishing gear, but I am excited to see it because it wasn't really a big factor last season with 48. So we'll see if it is this season. Okay, so we go over to the losing tribe in Kella, right? And Alex and Jake realize they got to find this idol. So they bring in Sophie and they bring in Jeremiah and finding it just because they follow them around because where are you guys? I'm going to meet you guys up. The beaches aren't that big, right? Like, where are you guys at? So they meet up with their alliance and then they got to bring them in because otherwise they look crazy. Sophie didn't want them to find it. I thought that was interesting because she thinks that, you know, Alex and Jake are such a tight duo that she doesn't want to be the third, so she doesn't really want them to have even more power, and she tries to like hide it from them even though she finds it, and they're still able to find it anyway. But I did think it was interesting that Sophie, you know, tried to hide it, and then it shows Annie thinking that she's running the vote, thinking that she's going to get Sophie now after trying to get Jake, but everyone already knows that it's going to be Annie because tribe strength, and they're already had alliance. And I mean, the rest of the episode was pretty cut and dry. I feel like it was a very tribal council.
Before tribal, I did love the fact that Eddie said, you know, I was saying Jake, but I think we got to switch it up and go with Sophie. And they're like, yep, I think you're right. I think we got to go with Sophie. And she's like, yeah, I think Puppet Master, I got to switch it up. I got to go with Sophie. So that's what we're going to do. Let's get the tribal. You know, so we got to keep the tribe strong. And they're like, yeah. And then Annie went home.
Yeah. This whole episode just kind of felt so obvious it was almost boring. Like, I knew from the beginning Annie was going home. I don't know why, I could tell. Maybe because I'm reading the edit or whatever. But I don't know. I just saw like a foregone conclusion. So I wasn't shocked by anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree. I think that this was definitely one of the more cut and dry things. So Annie, unfortunately, is the second boot of Survivor 47. I mean, I don't
49.
Really think any. Sorry, 49. Sorry,
you were 47.
47. My bad. I'm so used to saying that. Annie is the first boot of Survivor 49, and you know, unfortunately, you know, I did meet her. She came to Phoenix. She had a concert down here a few weeks ago, and I went and saw her in concert. I got to see her perform. So I got to see Trashy Annie do her thing in person. So she's a great person, great vibes, great spirit. She is far from a Karen.
What's the show?
And it's unfortunate to see her go so early. But you know, somebody's got to go. At the end of the day, it's the game. It's the beast that you're trying to run from.
It's the game. Yep, it's the monster.
How was her show in Phoenix?
Her show was lit, man. Her show was lit. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Was it cinema?
It was cinema, man. It was cinema for sure. You know, it was definitely definitely dope, man. Shout out to Annie. But yeah, so that's this episode, and then we get a clip next time on Survivor, and things look like they're about to go left. I'm not gonna lie. So maybe we aren't gonna get this swap that I've been talking about this whole episode because I don't know if there's gonna be a medevac or what, but that's what it seems like they're hinting at with the ads that have been coming out.
There's a snake in my boot.
Yeah, I did not see the Next Time on Survivor preview, so this is news to me.
Oh, there's a snake in the water.
Yeah, so
and it's probably venomous.
Oh, you know what? I did see this. Yeah,
bit by a snake. Now,
yeah, okay.
What I will say about this, when I was out there in the pregame, when they're letting you know about the stuff to watch out for and the things like the things you can eat in the ocean, the things you can't eat, right? You got a whole booklet and you're going through it. They do a great job of letting you know. They straight up say there's 2 types of snakes on this island. One is on land, and it's not venomous and not aggressive. So don't worry about it. The other one is in the water. It's a striped black and white snake. It's extremely venomous, but it's not aggressive at all. So don't worry about it, but if you see it, don't be aggressive toward it and don't try, like, you know what I'm saying? Just leave it alone. They did warn us of that very blatantly. And in the Next Time on Survivor, that snake was the white and black one. So I don't know what is about to happen. They literally got the snake on camera, which is crazy. So if it did bite someone, there is a thing called a dry bite. That is a possibility where like they just bite you as like a warning and don't release the venom. Like that is definitely a thing that snakes do. So there is a chance that, you know, someone just has a couple of holes in their feet and they're good to go. I don't think we really know who it is. I think people are speculating right now who it is, but I don't think anyone really knows for a fact yet. So,
yeah,
they do say, is he alive or is he breathing? So I'm assuming it's a guy, but aside from that, we don't really know, what else there is. So who knows what is exactly going to happen on the Next Time on Survivor, but we'll be here to recap it regardless. And I hope that you guys are all here to listen to us as well. And I just want to say thank you guys for listening to this episode. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up here. And I'll go ahead and say, if you guys want to join the Discord, you guys can go ahead and hop in there. If you guys have any questions that you guys want us to answer on the next episode, we're going to be answering some of your guys' fan questions. So you can submit them in the Discord in the fan questions section. And we'll get to the juicy ones and the good ones for sure. And yeah, make sure you guys join the Discord, do all that stuff. Follow us as well. Where can they find you, Kevin?
You can find me at KG Fury on Instagram, TikTok, Threads, Twitter, all them spaces. Also at For the Fans. Check out our channel to talk about Survivor and Big Brother.
Jake, where can people find you, brother?
Sure. So if you want to hear more talk about Survivor, listen to a podcast that I host with my best friend since childhood called The Compassionate Haters Survivor Podcast. You can find it on YouTube or wherever else you get your podcast.
All right.
That's me.
Hell yeah. And I appreciate you guys again. Once again, I hope you guys tune in for episode 3 for a recap of that. We'll be uploading it to this channel as well. Again, you guys can check out my audition tape as well on the channel if you guys want to see how I got a call back from Survivor, because I'm still asking that question myself. But if you guys want to watch the video and, you know, maybe take some inspiration and, you know, maybe be able to figure out exactly how you want to do your videos as well. Maybe it can help some of you out there potentially get on the show one day. But regardless, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Rome. You can follow me on Twitter at Rome the Host and on Instagram at Rome the Host. And we'll catch you guys on the next one, man. Thank you guys for all tuning in. All right. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.